Millionaire streamer claims a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. I'm just going to quote retweet this sucker and talk about it. You've been clip chimped and people are acting like you said streaming is harder than other jobs. There's no shot, dude. Oh my Lord. Like, dude, 367 comments. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am going to video game myself. This is literally it. This is the point. This is why I don't, this is what it is. This is, you don't have any other situation where you have a shit ton of cyber stalkers that get together, congregate in a Reddit and like upvote this shit into oblivion out of context. Look at this. Talking about my dad and shit. This is not normal, dude. Destiny's fans are so insane. Can we get you banned from that lolcow shit? I can't. I don't know what to do. Brigade the out of this post, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else to do in this situation. Every single one of these motherfuckers, like, oh, don't say that. And it'll get clipped again. I don't know what to say. I don't know what, like, I just don't want to be on this dumbass subreddit. Hasan, XQC's response to Hasan's take that streaming is harder than a regular job? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, are you that desperate that Misgive is lapping you? Are you that desperate that Misgive has more viewers than you? That you have to farm drama like this early in the goddamn morning? I literally said something 10 minutes in, clipped out of context, had a conversation over it, immediately went to XQC, immediately XQC responds to it. Oh, it's insane. This subreddit would not be alive if it wasn't for, like, if it wasn't literally like suicide bait for streamers, okay? It blows my mind that this goddamn filth exists. It blows my mind. Every single streamer despises this shit except for XQC and Destiny's communities that brigade the out of it for the most part. XQC community doesn't even care about it as much anymore. It's like, it blows my mind. It's a cyber stalking central area here. It's crazy. What a awful situation. Jesus Christ. Guys, I'm a profoundly fortunate individual. I've talked about this a million times over. Still a bad take? See, this is what I mean. It's like dumb bitches that are just mad. Still a bad take? Shut the up, idiot. You don't know what my take is. I am one of the luckiest individuals on the planet. Every single day I talk about how privileged I am. Of course. Phenomenally lucky. Phenomenally privileged. They don't even know what I'm talking about. Stop addressing it further? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What do you mean, stop addressing it further? It is such short work. It's like, I just showed it to you. One offhanded remark clipped out of context that devalues literally everything I've ever said gets posted onto the subreddit, brigaded to hell, 450 comments in literally less than 30 minutes. XQC reacts to it. That one gets brigaded as well. It's so obvious. Like, it is happening. It is happening in real time. And then there's still people in my community that are like, just don't address it. It's like, bro, you know this shit matters, right? Like, random normies see that and go, wow, this is Hasan guy, real piece of shit, socialist, by the way. Look at him saying Twitch streaming is way harder than like working a fucking real job, by the way. Clarify what your actual take is. I did. I'm a profoundly fortunate individual. This is the lottery, okay? This is the lottery. Having said that, my social battery runs out after 9.5 hours of streaming, and I can't socialize adequately, and I worry that like I look like an asshole to random people. That was my point. That was my point. That's all I said. Think about that. I said after 9.5 hours of streaming, because you constantly have to be on, and that's the one major difference that I've experienced in comparison to my prior experience being in sales, okay, where I at least had like off moments, where at least I had moments where I could be by myself and not on camera in the same way. 9.5 hours of constantly trying to be on takes a mental toll on my social battery specifically. It's not as physically tasking or taxing and nowhere near as bad, right? Maybe talk to XQC. He doesn't give a shit, dog. What are you talking about? XQC literally is just looking to farm drama. He's trying to do the Hasan shit again and again and again and again and again. That's it. What conversation could I have with him? Get the out of here. It's literally straight up drama bait. And I'm telling you, the reason why he did it is because someone sent it to him. Probably a Destiny fan in his community sent it to him and was like, this is a great, look how stupid Hasan looks here in this clip. He knows what my actual position is. He knows what the I believe. It's bullshit. It's extra bullshit that he still operates like this, okay? You're wrong on this. You could literally ask the subreddit's mods to ban anything to do with you and you wouldn't have this issue. You're so stupid. I have asked the subreddit moderators to ban me. They literally privately DM me on a Discord server that they set up specifically for this purpose. I asked them to ban me in the past, and then I was like, listen, dude, I don't want to be on this Discord. Why the fuck are they posting this shit? They literally leaked the private conversations that we had to make fun of me over it. You have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. They literally all dick ride Destiny. They unbanned me. I brigaded the subreddit specifically and openly so that they would ban me, okay? So they did. They banned me. How would I know that? Just giving a suggestion? No, chatter, you're not giving a suggestion. You're actually telling me that I'm wrong on something without actually knowing anything about the issue. You're challenging me without knowing what's going on and blaming me for something that I've tried to deal with. That's the problem. A lot of people have bad days. And when you're having a bad day, you go on here, the stream, and you just like say, "F you, streamer, f your life. Your your life is awesome," which I agree. Like, how do you not recognize that you just came in here not knowing what was going on and then immediately shifted to blame me? Please. I just don't want to be on the subreddit. I don't want to be on the subreddit. I beg for someone with a heart and a conscience to take me off this godforsaken subreddit. What will it take? I'm currently #1 villain on LSF, and I have been for some time. Obviously, it goes through waves. Sometimes Asmongold is that guy. Sometimes even XQC gets to be that guy, okay? For a brief moment. The one guy that's never that guy is Destiny, because he runs that shit, because his community is very active on Reddit, and pretty much that's the most active area that they're at. So they just constantly brigade over and over and over again. But what is the point? How many people does this have to actually legitimately harm? Because this isn't about instilling accountability. As I've showed you very clearly, it has nothing to do with the accountability, because why would there be accountability for a take that's out of context? A take that goes against what I personally believe in. Post got removed. It'll be uploaded again at a more fortuitous time. Don't worry. I know how they work. They do it all the time. Post will get taken down. It'll get mass reported. Someone will come in and they'll repost it literally at like the perfect time later in the day. It's just pure harassment. That's it. Why do you keep calling them Destiny fans? Because they are all Destiny fans. Every single one of them. Come on. It's the #1 community for anti-Hasan hate. Anyone that looks at that situation and immediately goes, yeah, this is probably not clipped out of context. This must be the real valid take. LSF used to be a place for PUBG car flips and like random funny moments on streams and like, you know, the occasional new Korean Twitch streamer that's dancing. And then somewhere along the way, it basically turned into this shithole, this reactionary shithole. And the only time it ever pops off is when there is like a villain that you can ritualistically try and humiliate by acting like you're actually doing accountability when there's no accountability to be had. What is the accountability? That you misunderstood my point? If you don't understand like this forum culture, lol cowing in general, I don't know what to tell you. It's usually very sad people that get together and form an online brigade to try to constantly hound someone into inevitably like ruining their lives. And there are some content creators who basically have made this their career, okay? But when this kind of stuff pops off and then they post it on Twitter and shit, I'm getting doxxed. I'm getting swatted, okay? Do you understand? That's the problem. My family is getting doxxed. My family's getting harassed. That's not normal. And every single time this happens, I'm getting calls from the FBI because of real death threats. I don't talk about this on purpose because it only thrives. It only makes people want to do it more and more. People showing up at your house, people trying to break into your shit. There's a reason why so many Twitch streamers never talk about this shit. And every single one of them, including XQC, goes through this on a regular basis, which is why I have no interest in dealing with someone like XQC in this situation, because he gets it so hard. So he knows not to egg it on, but he does it anyway because he wants drama. It's bullshit. Anyway, this is the part though, okay? This is the thing that is unironically what makes this so much worse, so much harder than like a normal job. It can happen in a normal job too, But I can't even talk about saying like my social battery runs out more than it did when I used to do a sales job, because at least on a sales job I had like off moments, you know what I mean? A little bit of time off from like immediately communicating with people. And the only exception I would make to this is like a service sector. A service sector job would be like worse than this, of course. Millionaire streamer claims a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. I'm just going to quote retweet this cocksucker and talk about it. Like, this is what I mean. They go to different avenues. But hey, listen, you can easily brigade this piece of shit. This is it, though. This is it. This is literally it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They immediately went in and posted it. They posted it on Reddit. They posted on Twitter. They go full force. You can't really defeat this level of brain rot because, like, this dude is mentally ill, okay? He's mentally ill and incredibly sad. He's just here to dick ride his daddy into oblivion, and who will fight for him aggressively. Guess who retweeted it? I'm assuming Destiny. Yeah, the one subscription he has on his Twitter. It's insane to me. I don't know how normal people don't see this stuff from accounts like that and don't stop for a second to think, hey, maybe that person behind this account is in good faith. Media literacy is already difficult to achieve. Media literacy for online stuff is infinitely more difficult to achieve. Okay? You have to recognize that, like, no one thinks that there is an entire community of people like gang stalking someone specifically for their one random deadbeat dad streamer, okay? So that he can make money on a YouTube page or some shit. You're crazy. Like, that would be insane. If you explain this to a normal person, they'd be talking about like, what are you saying? Look, boom, goes from here to here. HasanAbi says the streamer is harder than working a real job. Like, you're watching this happen in real time. I think this is very informative, very instructive. I think it's very informative, very instructive on how quickly this moves and turns into like a massive pile-on. I agree with what you said, but you do have the freedom to stream less, I think, and have more social battery. I know, dude. I know. I mean, that's the goal, is to get me to quit anyway. So, you know, like, look at this. Look, dude, imagine having a dude's dick in your mouth this hard. To be honest, man, you were just starting to lose your sauce, you know? You lived in the shadow of destiny. You had things made for you, and then you flew to the sun too close. GG. Brother, you are a human being. Please, for the love of Christ, seek help, okay? Whatever you believe in, seek help. This is not a normal thing to do. I promise you, this is making your own personal mental health worse. Every single time you think you're like on a conquest to take down one of your favorite content creators' enemies, you're actually hurting your own mental state more and more. What is this, by the way? This is the full clip with the context if you end up responding to those clip chimps? No. Social battery wise, unless you're in retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay, I'm telling you, as someone who did both, like 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't do more social shit. That's my point. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type shit. But like, if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery, and you just tap out after it. I want to just clip this part alone and just repost it, like just this area. It's all over Twitter. It's on Dixerdo. Everyone does this shit where they like, there's an entire industry dedicated to just like ritualistically bullying and humiliating streamers. Okay, there's no way to reason with it either. Once you got like, once someone decided the farm is open, it's open, and then it piles on, like I said.